Hey traders, welcome back to the FX YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing good today. In this video, I'll review the recent price action and then analyze the markets to give some ideas where price may want to go next. So let's get into the charts and have a look in more detail. And just to let you guys know, I switched back to the Forex.com data feed. I was noticing a delay in the charts when using 8-cap, and honestly that is completely unacceptable for trading. Sometimes the delay were several seconds, just to give you an idea. And obviously as I look at trading view while I'm clicking buttons on my MT4, it was making it really difficult to properly get into trades. And just a quick reminder, if you find value while watching this video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. As always, starting with the fundamentals, during New York session, we have German CPI, so that comes out right as New York opens. And then later on, we have consumer confidence and job openings for the US. So we'll likely see another day of volatile price action, and there is clearly still a lack of liquidity in the markets, and price has been moving up and down like crazy. So moving on to Dixie, I'm not gonna lie, Dixie is causing a lot of confusion, and the problem is Dixie is driving the markets. So let's just see what we had. On Friday, we had this massive wick to the downside, and then we had a massive pullback right after. So we started around here on Monday. So when the markets opened this week, I was expecting maybe price to come up a little higher. There was some supply zones that I was looking to see tapped before price coming down, but instead of reacting off any of those supply zones, it broke through it and continued and created a higher high. Then after breaking the high, it had a massive sell-off, but honestly this is expected as we took a lot of liquidity when taking the highs. We can expect the price to reverse. So as of right now, this pullback is showing some clear signs of weakness, as well as showing divergence with EU. You'll see that on the EU chart when I get to it. So essentially what happened, EU didn't break the lows, but Dixie broke the highs. And honestly, moving forward, it's tough to say what will happen today. We do have some news as well. So CPI for Germany, as well as consumer confidence and job openings for the US. So we may see quite a bit of price movement again today. As of now, my expectation for Dixie is I would like to see price come back up at least to the 50% level, but preferably up to here, taking out the imbalance, coming into supply, and then from there hopefully we get a shift, and then price pushing to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for today. Whether it happens or not is a different story, but that's what I'll be keeping my eye on. Now let's have a look at EU. So on the 4-hour time frame, after Friday's high, we had a massive sell-off. I was hoping the printed structure, so the structure that we were seeing here, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. I was hoping this would hold, but unfortunately it ended up breaking this low, so we can assume this right here is internal structure, and EU came all the way down to lower demand, and from there we had a strong reaction and price pushed up quite aggressively. As mentioned before, EU didn't break the lows, so it didn't break this structure point, nor the low that was created last week. So technically EU is still bullish. As mentioned before, there is some divergence between EU and DXY. So as I said, DXY broke the highs, but EU didn't break the lows, and structure held. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame next. So, well, first of all, you can see this is no, this isn't. Geez, I'm really sorry. Since I switched to Forex.com, the market timing is actually different. So none of my kill zones are actually printed in the right location. So let me just remove that for now. I'll fix that for the next video. But just to have a really quick look. So what did we do during Asia? So Asia, we came back up, swept supply, had a reaction off of it, then came back up into demand, and then from there, supply. We came back up into supply, and then from there we started to melt to the downside. We tapped into a 5-minute flip zone that was created from this high, and from there we reacted off of that and started to push back up. So although order flow, you can see, is shifting bullish on EU, I still want to see it come down lower. So as I mentioned, I'm expecting DXY to pull back into supply, which would mean that EU should come down lower. For Frankfurt and London Open, what I'm hoping to see is selling opportunities. So hopefully if this supply holds, or potentially we could see a sweep of these highs acting as inducement and liquidity, and hopefully this high will hold so that we can get some selling opportunities to take the price down into one of the lower demand zones. So looking at the demand zones, you can see the last demand zone that we reacted off of and reversed from. It created equal lows, so clearly I'm expecting to go below there at a minimum. So breaking that liquidity, those equal lows, using that liquidity as inducement, potentially coming in to this 15-minute flip zone and reversing from there. And for me, that's like a minimum that I'm looking for. But to be completely honest, I think EU will come down a little lower. So the reason why I think it'll come down a little lower, first of all, I'm expecting DXY to push up a little higher. We have imbalance left from the last push up. We got that really nice doji that I would like to see taken out before pushing to the upside. So I could easily see a sweep of this flip zone and then starting to react from there and reversing and pushing to the upside. So just to sum up, I'm currently bullish on EU. I'd like to see a push to the upside that we're already seeing right now for taking shorts, and then later I'm hoping price comes into one of the lower demand zones to start to look for longs from. And just to note before ending this video, as DXY has been extremely choppy and the price action has been quite unpredictable, it's essential that you wait for proper confirmation before entering any trades. Okay, well, that sums up today's analysis. Hopefully you found it useful. Let me know your thoughts on today's price action by leaving a comment below. And as a reminder, if you found value in this video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to ensure you don't miss any future videos. I wish you all a wonderful trading session, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Hey, you made it to the very end. Thanks for that. If you could do me one more favor and click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, it'll allow the YouTube algos to kick in and help this channel grow. Thanks again. Cheers.